Hey everyone. Okay, so
and a
look.
special hello to
Hey Christian. That's the last time we're going to say that for this season.
Yeah.
So what had happened was we recorded.
We did.
Like we said we would on Friday, and we posted it, but I saw it a little bit later, and I'm like, oh, we're sideways. So we had to do it all over again.
All over again. But we're doing it for you. We don't mind. Sometimes you have technical difficulties, so now we're fixing it. So we did all the Queen's Men's episodes.
8, 9, and 10. So we are finished, and OMG. I didn't think, to be honest, I did not think that I was going to like it the way that I like it. Because there was a couple of things I was like, I don't feel like, looking at.
It was a little, it had like a little spot, like where it was kind of, to me, threw you kind of off, but I guess that added to the intrigue.
Yeah.
But honey, episode 8, 9, and 10 did not disappoint.
It didn't. It did not disappoint.
Not at all.
And it had so many twists and turns, and we learned that the last two, I believe Tyler Perry wrote it and directed.
And at first, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, they've been doing fine, but Tyler, you are the man, because I see where you were going, and I see what you did, and for that, I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
Yeah, he brought it. He definitely brought it.
Yes.
Again, we are not your typical recap show. Sometimes we start on order, sometimes we don't.
We jump around.
We jump.
We jump around.
Jump around. Jump up, and get down. Jump, jump, jump.
Everybody jump. Okay.
Oh, we doing 2 different jumps. Okay.
It's okay. That's what makes us unique.
Right.
But, oh my goodness.
So what was the most, I'll tell my most shocking moment of the last 3 episodes. What was, it might be the same one. What was
you
yours?
Already know. Daddy!
Yeah.
Daddy and that whole,
Alzheimer's
act.
It was an act.
Whoever the daddy is, you played that part.
Oh, he played.
You played that. If I could give you a Hood Academy Award or just an Academy Award, I would give you an Academy Award, because you did that. You were staring into space like wasn't nothing inside your head.
Right. And I forgot to look who that actor is. I've seen him in several things like over the years, but she's looking it up. So, but my thing was, when Madam went to the home or the facility, I should say, where she put him in, it's top notch because it's Madam, okay?
And she got that bread.
She got the bread. So when she went to the facility to visit her father, because she was telling the nurse that the reason why she got him out of jail, she said, he did his time. He was a gangster, he had bodies, he killed people, but he served his time. And while in jail, he became sick, and that's how she was able to get him out of jail and bring him home.
Because of his health. And in previous episodes, I understand why in a previous episode it was an FBI agent and he had him by a pond and he was antagonizing him, saying, "Is somebody in there? Is somebody in there?" But we were just amazed at how he actually wet on himself.
Yeah, he wet on himself. He did. Now, I don't know if that was an FBI agent, that dark-skinned guy that came in because he was reporting to Christian, to the concierge.
We don't know who he is.
Right, we don't know who he is yet. Yeah. But so she was the nurse leaves the room. So Madam was telling her father that she was feeding him his favorite banana pudding, and she was like, because something had just went down, and we're going to get to that part. Doc killed somebody, and so hi
Somebody gave us a heart.
Doc killed somebody, and
Doc killed Tina.
Yeah,
That
like
heifer
we're gonna circle
that he
back
was banging in episode 1. And honey, when we say they came in with a bang, they came in with a bang.
Right, yeah, we're gonna get to that part. So, so she was telling her dad that she's about to tell her father that she had like a couple of bodies, because prior to her talking to her dad, the nurse was saying that a couple of FBI people came and stopped by. So she was like, "Are we in trouble? Should I be concerned?"
Right. She was like, "Are we safe? Because I need to make sure that nothing's gonna go
reasonably so."
Right.
So, but Madam was about to say, she was like, "Yeah, I had 2 bodies." He was like,
and then, Daddy, the bodies of and so then Madam was like,
so she peeked the play.
And then she said, "Oh, I got some bad banging bodies at the club."
Mm-hmm. And so she proceeds to wheel him in the bathroom, because I guess it wasn't any cameras or any bugs. And that's when Daddy opened up his mouth, was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "Wait a minute, what now?"
Daddy, you can't talk.
And he was surprised, and he was saying how he wanted to put a bullet between her sister, his own child.
He said, "I want to kill that."
Yeah, she said she was having sex right in front of me. That okay.
And we were like, "How do you have
That's
sex
nasty.
in front of your daddy?"
I'm sorry. I don't care. Even if I don't believe that my father is not there mentally, I'm not gonna sit up there and get it in
front of my daddy.
No,
she was disgusting. So I was just glad that everything came to light. And they do not have him on this thing. They don't have the dad. I don't know. Now that they got a whole lot of makeup on. But back to Tina, who was Alan got killed in the previous episode. He was the Madam's partner. And we didn't understand why he got killed, but he was trying to make a whole lot of little side deals, and he was.
No, we understood why he got killed.
He was
because he wanted to sell the club, and Eva didn't want to sell the club.
Yeah, Madam didn't want to sell the club. But his wife Tina was a hoe. She was having sex with Doc, and I mean, really having sex. Okay, so then that's how Alan got killed, because he was about to kill Doc, and Madam in Blue came in and saved him.
Yes.
And so that was hanging over Doc's head the whole run of the series.
Yeah, it was. It was hanging over his head. So Madam didn't like the fact that Tina was just out there, because we know that previously she was she was working with the police and trying to get Doc to say, "Oh, remember when Madam killed my husband?" He was like, "No, I'm talking about, you better stay off that stuff." So, she wanted, Tina called Doc, she kept calling him and wanted to meet up with him.
But I think she really did care for him. She was like crazy about him, because anytime you literally cheat on your husband and get you some in your bed, you stupid idiot. Yeah. But yeah, and then Doc, it come to find out, Doc possibly has a baby.
Yeah, I think it's his baby.
And the thing that was so jacked up is they were girlfriends, and the girlfriend who has the baby, she told her friend, "Oh no, you can't talk to him. He's mine." So the girlfriend was like, "Doc, this little girl looked like you," and her husband was shooting blanks. So therefore, she don't have no baby. That's your baby. So then after that, Doc like, whoa. He like, I'm not getting it in with nobody. Right. I ain't trying to have no babies.
Right.
So when he went to go see Tina,
yeah, he went to go and at the motel. He came in the room. This Negro is paranoid. And he should be. He looking around, looking in closets to see anybody.
He got detectives,
right, to detect bugs. But she was clean, and she was trying to explain herself. So
she was like, "I just want to make you feel good and make
breakfast feel good," like that Monsters Ball.
Yes. And so she proceeded to
please him.
Pleasure him. And then she pulls out a knife and puts it up to his Johnson & Johnson, And he's like, whoa, 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 because you know, man, don't want you to mess with his Johnson.
Right. So she has the knife, a nice thick blade, up to his Johnson, and she's saying, you know, everybody know that you have a baby. Everybody know that's your baby, and
how could you do this?
How can you do this to me? And I love you, and if I can't have it, nobody else can. So she's about to cut it off. So he took out a gun and shot her right between her eyes.
He killed her.
Now I told Cam when we watched, I was like, okay. While she was running her mouth, he didn't have to do all that. He could have just took his foot and just kicked her out the way.
Well, we know how the old boy who be tying a little knot in it to make it stay erect is about his penis. So I think that most men they don't play about the penis. They do not.
That was just a reach.
To her, she was like, that was not realistic. To me, I was like, maybe he could have punched her in the face. He could have.
Something, because he had time. Like, you know, I mean, but okay, that was in the script. That's what Tyler wrote.
But he wasn't trying to get it cut. He was like, forget that. I got to use this to make my money. And now I got a baby to take care of. So that was really, really good. And then, so finally, Blue. Tell them about Blue Girl.
So, okay, well, with that though, Doc calls Madam. You know, Madam at home chilling. So he calls her.
Oh, before you say that, she chilling, honey. And guess who comes to visit her? And you know, we were very much happiness when that occurred.
The concierge.
The concierge, sorry.
But so Doc tells Madam what he's done, and she was like, okay, just stay there. You know, we'll fix it. So she sends Blue with a fixer,
the cleaner, to come and clean it.
Yeah. So he's at a motel though, so the gun goes off. So you know people heard it. So he kind of hearing sirens. So he gets out of there.
Blue and the cleaner cleaning up. And
well, before that part, before that Blue stupid. Before that part, it was Madam and Blue who came. And so Blue was like, "Damn, nigga, this is what she said." Okay, you like how you get blood all on the walls and
damn,
and the ceiling and
you know, damn. You know, Blue be looking like this all the time. Damn, nigga.
Right. Because he had blood all over him. So Madam told him to leave. He was like, "No, I'm gonna help." She was like,
Blue threw him a washcloth and was like, "Wipe that shit off your face and get out."
Yeah, because he's no good at this point.
Yeah, he was hurt because Doc really did have feelings for Tina. A part of him really did care for her. She wasn't just, nothing to him. But when it comes to his Johnson & Johnson or her, I guess he just made that decision.
Yeah.
So, moving forward.
Wait a minute, but with that though, we'll get to
I'm sorry. Yeah, we have to talk about how Blue was cleaning with the cleaner,
with the guy that her cleaning person that that cleans
to clean up all the blood, and dispose of the body.
So police knock at the door, and so Blue was like, looked at her the guy that was with her. She was like, I'm sorry. Shoots him.
Shot him in the head.
And then she was like, yeah.
He tried to rape me. I'm like, girl, bye. That part I kind of was like, yeah.
He was on there. He still had his yellow rubber gloves on, laying on the floor. I'm like, come on.
Well, he snatched the gloves off first. So she said, oh, he tried to rape me. So Blue gets arrested. So now at this point, everything is falling apart.
Yeah.
So Blue's in jail. So Blue's lover, the cop, she was upset. She's like, oh, hell no, you here. We got to get you out of here, blah, 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 blah. But the FBI is on Blue. They're like, okay, what's up? We got you now. We got you. So the FBI lady goes to the judge that Madam was blackmailing. And she tells her what happened. And she's like, oh, yes.
Count me in.
Count me in. You can get a warrant. Of course, she doesn't reveal why she feels that way, but she is just
She feels
elated.
that way. I mean, I believe she feels that way because Madam was trying to, blackmail her. So, and she didn't like that.
And then Blue's girlfriend, who helped set the judge up, she was like, "Don't I know you?" And she's like, "No, ma'am." She put her head down. She's like, "No, ma'am." And she busts up out the room. And so now we just got this big old thing with that.
And Shamika, because it came on episode 8, of course they was torturing Shamika or Lola, and she said that she worked with some special agency and she wanted to work with Madam. She's a rookie and she wanted to be promoted. So Madam was like, "No, I'm not a snitch."
She's like, "Tell me who it is and we'll let you off because we don't want you." That they wanted this other person of interest. And she said, "I'm not a snitch." But the thing that was so interesting is the whole time she was trying to help Lola, who she thought was a teenage girl, but she turned out to be an undercover cop.
Mm-hmm. So, but Lola is getting her payback too because she was with the police woman and the judge. They're trying to take Madam down. They're trying to take her down, and we found out that Madam, and Blue didn't even know this, that Madam runs her father's old gang.
A whole gang. So she's a big time, she's a madam of a drug dealer. She's a madam of the club, but she's also in charge. But she said she had a front person that they answer to, but that person is answering to her. Mm-hmm. So the plot thickens. So it goes to show that she's into it really, really deep. Not only with the cartel, not only with the dancers at the club, but now she's a drug king. Queen Pin.
Yeah, and like I said, and Blue was taken aback because she didn't even know that part. I guess Madam was like, that was on a need-to-know basis.
And in episode 10, Blue only said one time, "When you gonna get that money out the club? You know you got all that money in the club." And once again, Madam ignored him. But let's talk about Amp and the DJ and their chemistry.
Dime, yes.
Amp
I love them too.
I love Dime. I love that she is strong,
yes,
and she's street smart, but she's classy and sassy, and she has value.
She does, and we hear a little bit about both of them. They went on a date, and oh my God, I love how he asked her out. It was just so sweet.
Sexy.
Yes. And because she was like, "I don't date strippers."
And he was like, "I'm not a stripper, I'm an exotic dancer."
Right. So he finally, over dinner, or lunch or whatever it was, he finally opens up to her as to why he was in jail.
And so we find that Amp is the good guy that we have grown to like. We haven't fallen in love with him, but that we really grown to really like his character. He's admirable. He's a stand-up kind of guy. He met his girlfriend in college and they were in love. They went to a party. He had too much to drink. He made a bad choice to drink and drive. She was ejected out of the car, and she was killed. And so that's the reason why her family is so upset. So in one of the episodes, her brother came and beat Amp down. Mm-hmm. And Dime pulled out her piece and shot up in the air and was like, "Get up off of him." And I really like that because she came out there to save her man.
CPL girls, hey.
Get your CPL. So with that being said, we love the chemistry with Dime and Amp. And yes, even when he danced at that private party, he didn't want the extra money that they were going to get because they could do other things. He was like, no. And so that just really showed.
He was ready to leave because
he's questioning.
Yeah, because he was like, "Do you think this is me?" I'm like, number one, you have to know if that's you or not. But it's not him. He's a college boy and all of that, and made a terrible decision which cost him 9 years of his life, and he just wanted some quick money.
Because just to get on his feet.
Yeah.
Because that little raggedy roommate of his, that Red, oh my God. Oh, I can't stand you, Red. So that means that you're doing an excellent job because your little snitch, I'm going to say be nice about how I'm going to say that, but you a trip, and I don't like you.
He's a straight up Mitch. He's a straight up Mitch.
Mm-hmm. A man.
Yeah.
That's a good term.
I got that from Kevin Hart when they did her Real Husbands of Hollywood. That was hilarious. But so he called,
So,
Mitch.
In real life, what's your name? Because I'm looking for you right now. Right now.
Yeah, so he...
Donnie Carrington, you are playing the hell out of Red. That's all I got to say, Donnie. Because Donnie, I don't like you.
And he said when I was watching him on Christian Key's IG on Sundays, y'all know I always mention that, he had him on and he was saying how people stop him on the street and say they don't like him. And then Christian told him, he was like, that means you are doing a good job. You're playing the villain really well.
Yeah. And I like the judge's name. We've been trying to think of her name is Gerald Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you playing your role too.
Yeah, she is.
You are, and we really like your character.
But with Red, he's still asking Amp, like, when you gonna put me on? When you gonna put me on? So Amp is like, just let me talk to my aunt and let me talk to the manager, which is Dime, and you can come next week.
Just let me talk to them. Because he was jealous because Amp had got his cash and he finally got him a place and he was like, I'm gonna pay my rent.
And they wanted, he wanted, the whole point was that Red wanted to rob the place. That was why he was, always wanted to be asking questions. He and the manager of the house, one of the managers, they wanted to rob the place because Red had one of his homegirls go to the club and kind of like scope it out. And so she did. And she wanted a private with Amp, of course.
And Amp was like, she was like, you can do this to me. He was like, no, I can't, because he was already taught the game. If she ain't got that cash, she don't get all that. But he wasn't that type of person. That made me even like him even more. He was like, have some morals and values up in this piece.
Yeah, so Red shows up to the club like that night. Or it wasn't even open yet, but it was that day, right? And Dime was the only one in the club. And so he was like, yeah, my boy told me to come down here and blah, blah, blah.
And she looking puzzled. She's like, no, he didn't.
Right. And so he kept like having his hand like right here. I'm like, okay, so he got a gun. So he did, pull the gun out on Dime. And
she was like, you ain't the first person to pull a gun on me. She was standing her ground. She was like, I'm about it. But then he did convince her because he was being he was acting like a crazed maniac. Yeah. So he took her back to the office and threw her into the wall, which crumbled quite
easily.
Very
easily. See a whole bunch of money in the walls.
So we know that, Madam, you need to get that money out of this place. So Madam didn't ever move the money. Red had hours, so we don't know what happened to the money now.
That was all they showed.
And he beat Dime up. He beat her up, and she's laying on the. We don't know what happened to Dime. All we know is he hit her. He saw the money, and then we know that he lost his mind.
Yeah, because Dime was, like you said, Dime was still probably like knocked out. Mm-hmm. The club, Blue was locked up, and nobody was there to run the club. And then they have that new female exotic dancer. Her name is Trouble. They wanted to give something different, so she's quite different. And so they also had a scene with her. She came on. They really did like her, and they did accept her into their dancing family because she was getting beat up because she was messing around with a drug dealer's woman, which Blue warned her not to do. But she troubled. She wanted to do what she wanted to do. So they came up there and started whooping her up. Yeah. And they let her get beat up a little bit. And then Midnight and Babyface. Was it Fuego? It was Babyface. It might have been. I know it was Babyface and Midnight. But they saved her. They beat up the guys and made her get off. Or was it Air? No. So, but Blue was in the building the whole time. So Trouble was like, "Well, you in there the whole time?" She was like,
watching me on tape. She's like, "I told you."
Right? I told you not to mess with her.
So, but you got to learn the hard way,
right? Ooh, okay. So we're gonna go to this divorce party.
Oh, honey. We love whoever is doing the choreography for the brothers because the brothers are getting down, and I like the routines when they have on their little costumes and they're dressed. They be getting it.
Yeah. So it was this one lady named it's either Tandy or Tangi. I think it's Tangi. So she comes to Madam. Okay, during it wasn't business hours yet. So she says she wants to hire all her dancers for her private party. And so, her and Madam worked out the terms, and she agrees to it, right? And they go, it was a it was a full figure woman who got a divorce.
She had curves, y'all.
Like Lizzo.
Yeah.
To put you, you saw it.
Yes, he do have tattoos in real life.
Like,
sorry, I just had to pull up a picture of Amp, and I said, well, I guess he do have tattoos.
Show the people who don't watch.
I don't know if you can't see it, but he do have tattoos in real life. Look at where the camera at. Ooh, yes, Jesus. Those are real tattoos. I thought they were fake, but much respect, Amp. Yeah.
So they go to this party. So Madam and Tangi, they're talking, and Tangi, we don't know who she is, but she up there because she was basically saying to Madam, like,
you're beneath me.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you don't know the powerful people I know. And
your name has come up in circles, and it hasn't been good. Mm-hmm. So I'm just letting you know. She was a Madam was a trip, but this one right here was something different. She was matching wits with her to let her know, I'm above you, you are below me. But Wardrobe didn't get the memo that Tandy was above Madam, because Madam's wardrobe was kicking the whole time, and Tangi's wardrobe.
But I did like Tangi's hair. She had the waves going, the Billie Holiday
her hair
waves.
was cute. I'm talking about that her outfit.
That pink. Yeah, it was like a swimsuit cover-up thing.
It was something, but sparkle, honey. Okay, but anyway.
So the guys do their Tangi is then talking to the guest of honor, who just got divorced. She was like, honey, the best way, everybody said the best way to get over an old man is to get under a new one. Okay.
And so she tells her to pick whatever dancer that she wants. But the thing that was pissing me off was Midnight was hating. He was hating like a mug.
Well, no, he was letting her know, because after they did the little routine, and that's when Amp went to Di and was like, I'm out of here. It's like, I don't want to do all that stuff.
You don't want him. You don't want him.
No, but it was a reason.
But Amp wasn't even on the menu, though.
Yeah, no, Amp wasn't on the menu. So when Tangi called Midnight over, she was like, which one will be for my girl, So he was like, Fuego, because they doing drugs and all that kind of stuff. So Fuego don't do drugs, okay. Amp was out the question. So he was like, Babyface was cool.
He'll get down because he want that cash.
Yeah, Babyface was cool.
But it tripped me out, honey, because they were showing tatas. I said, okay, Lizzo look-alike girl. But it was nice to see that, they showcased the curvy woman.
Yeah,
and not a skinny mini, because I'm curvy, but I ain't gonna show you all that. But I thought it was nice that
the representation of different body types in this show. I do like that, because like I said, she would let you know she is a full figure gal.
She full figure.
And she was, they had like a little scene. They all getting it in.
We were like, okay, orgy. Okay.
Yeah, this is my girl. This is my girl, right?
Yes.
But I'm not going to be getting it in the same room. No.
I mean, I guess some people did that. I don't know. No, I ain't never did that. So we're going to just leave that alone. So that happened.
So that went down.
So in the meanwhile, Blue's girlfriend, the cop, what's her name?
I don't know. I want to say Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Bye. But so Blue's girlfriend is having a fit because Blue is locked up, But Madam the whole time is oblivious because she's gone to see her father. She went out of town. She know that Blue didn't drive her, but she didn't wait on her because she had to go. So she has no idea that Dime is at the club with Trouble. She just thinks that everything is just moving just as smoothly as possible. So the cop comes and she's going off on Madam. She busts up in her house, and so the chef, he come around the corner like, and she like, oh no, I got this. So she talks to her, and the cop is going that shit crazy on her. You gonna get her out of jail, you? And so
Eva had to put her play, was like, B, who you think you talking? Do you know who you talking to?
Do you really know?
She pulled out because the Felicia put out the gun. She was like, and then Eva had her gun. So Madam had her gun, and so Madam was like, "Go on and shoot me." Never they train y'all to do anyway.
Right. So if you're gonna pull it, use it. And so
Madam shoots her own glass out the front door
to let her know, I'm not playing with you. She's like, now get out. So she's like, oh. And so she gets up, she runs out the door, and
guess who is laying on the floor covered with blood at his abdomen? Her nephew.
And got shot. So now we don't know what happened to Dime. We don't know what's going to happen with Blue. They now have a warrant to go search her premises, but we know the money's no longer there, so they're not going to find anything. The judge is happy. She calls Eva, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm just letting you know, basically threatening her back to let her know that her whole world is going to come crashing down. But Eva's brushing her off because she's just confused that what they say, what a difference a day makes, because all of this happened within one day.
So overall, did you like the series, and would you watch a season 2?
I am gonna watch season 2 because I like the series. It got a little slow in the middle, but I don't want to say it was slow. It gave you a chance to kind of relax into it. That's when the characters really became, solidified themselves and became real. So I think it's a good show, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that it was a wow, but it wasn't too much.
Yeah, I had my reservations because at first I didn't think that Madam Eva was believable as the Madam that's hardcore, but the more episodes that happened and the more I watched it, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to believe.
She grew.
I'm starting to believe. But yeah, I would give it, what I said before, like a B-. Give it a B-.
And I said probably I think I said a C+ because of room for growth. Yeah. But we really
and I say B- because of Amp and Fuego.
And the other thing is, I like the fact that when the concierge came to the Madam's house, and even though she was dressed very provocatively, he didn't try to it didn't faze him not one bit.
Girl, but when she was like, I'm gonna sit here and finish my nice tall glass of red, my bottle of whatever, and he was like, lucky bottle. I was like,
so there's a little tension there. A little. Just a little bit. So we are enjoying it. I'm Christian. We're glad that you have taken a chance to step out and broaden your horizons as a creative, and that is an inspiration to us as creatives as well. Tyler, kudos. You are a great producer, director, and writer. I may not always agree, but yeah, you're a creative, so I have to respect you for all that you have done, and all that you continue to do. And thank you for opening the doors for other people to walk through.
Thanks for, just taking a chance on new projects. And kudos to the cast. The actors, a lot of them first timers, because like I mentioned before, the 4 guys, they're like dancers for real.
So thank you for giving people a chance, because in acting, it can be difficult because people don't always give people a chance. So kudos to your whole cast, your crew, the ones we don't see. You are not forgotten. And so we enjoyed this season of All the Queen's Men, and we are looking forward to season 2.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm Cam.
And I'm Kay.
And we want to say
what?
Goodbye.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.